The fighter who surpassed Goku. This is the SH Figuarts Super Saiyan Son Gohan from the Cell Saga. Now we'll start off by taking a quick look at the box here. Usual sort of design you get from these SH Figuarts. Nice picture of the figure there at the front with some more pictures there. At the back, I do like the colour they used on the background here. I feel like it makes the figure pop a little bit more. We'll open it up and have a closer look at the figure and accessories that you get along with it. Now, I was waiting a while for this one, as I think this is probably most people's favourite version of Gohan, being the figure from the Cell Saga. So I was really excited that they decided to do this figure again, which there was a much older Super Saiyan Gohan from the Cell Saga. I think they did two different versions, which had the swappable heads for his Super Saiyan 2 form. But you don't get that here, which leads me to believe that you'll probably get Super Saiyan 2 Gohan at some point. But you can see the figure here out of the box in sort of plastic. We'll get it out and we'll have a closer look at it. So I've got all the separate parts that come along with the figure laid out here. And we'll start off by taking a look at the cape. You can see here the top part is plastic, whereas the bottom part is actually made from cloth, which has a bendy wire running through the sides and bottom of the cape, which allows you to actually pose it, which is a really good addition. I don't think we've had that before. All the past capes we've had, they've all been completely plastic. It's nice to have that cloth material. So we'll have a look at the separate hair sculpt here. You can see it looks really nice. I love the yellows and subtle different shades that you get in there as well. And this is a look of Gohan if he's sort of attacking, or his hair's getting blown in the wind, or if he's powering up, which gives it a bit more expression. We'll have a look at his face plate here. Sort of a neutral face with the big eyes there. Of course, you've got one with him gritting his teeth, which is nice to see. Do really like the quality on these faces. They always look so good. And we got this look here. Now, got a bit of battle damage there. This is the look on Gohan's face before he transforms into Super Saiyan 2 form. So I'm really glad they included that. We've got this hand here, looks like a Ki Blast hand. Some more hands that you can use for Ki Blast with the open palm. Could use that as a fighting stance or to grab onto his cape. These hands look very similar as well. And that does it for what you get with the figure. So we'll take a closer look at Gohan. And here we have Super Saiyan Gohan. I have to say this figure looks really good. I was really excited when this was announced, and I'm glad that I finally got it here in hand. You can see how great the hair sculpt is. Now it's more of a sort of lighter yellow colour, sort of what you'd see in his kind of powered down state, where he's not sort of gone full power. Just moving around the head here, seems to be very loose. If you just knock it slightly, move, which I'm not too fond of. We'll just look at some of the articulation on the arm, so it can go out like that. Got some butterfly joints there. Can move up. Got a nice swivel, bend, the elbow. See how far these hands go in. All typical sort of articulation you'd expect from these SH Figuarts. Just have to be a bit careful when you're moving the torso back and forward, just to try and avoid some gaps. You can see it's quite a big one there at the back. Could try and move the belt to cover it up, but I'm sure you're not going to have many poses with his back exposed like that, so it's not too big of a deal. Now on his legs, he does have these big sort of flaps on the side, and if you want to move his legs out, you have to sort of position them to go into his waist, and that way you can get the full range of articulation there, get him into the splits. You can see he's in the full splits there. But yeah, like I say, just be careful of those flaps there on the side of the legs. Just want to make sure you tuck those in if you want to kick his leg out to the side like that. Do have a nice bend in the knee there. You can kick up a reasonable amount. Can't kick too far back though. And you got the little hinge there on the toe, and you got ankle rockers as you normally see. The range is sort of limited by that little piece of plastic there just above the boot, but I'd say it's pretty good. I want to fit the cape onto Gohan so his head pops off fairly easily, and you just slide the cape on. Just make sure his arms are as close in as you can get them, just so it all fits on nice and snug. I have to say I do like that they included this cape. I think it's a very good look for Gohan. And here he is with his cape fully on. Now this does limit the range of motion that you get on the head here, so you can't really look too far down or too far up, or well, you can't really move it too much with the cape on. And here we have Super Saiyan Gohan with his younger self and older self. You can see how these all compare in terms of height and detail as well. I think they're all really good figures. And you can see how similar the gi is with Super Saiyan Gohan compared to Ultimate Gohan from the superhero movie. Here are all the Super Saiyans from the Cell Saga and Android Saga. You can see how they all compare together. You'd probably want to display these figures together if you're doing like a Cell Saga diorama. You can see the differences in the hair sculpts as well, and we'll have a closer look at those. And I think we'll start off with Gohan and Vegeta here. So you can see, compared to Gohan, Vegeta's hair is a lot more glossy and a darker yellow. And we'll compare Gohan to Goku now. You can see they both have good amounts of detail. Goku's hair being more dark yellow, golden colour, like it's just powered up. Both look really nice. And lastly, we will compare Gohan to Trunks. You can see the detail on both of these are really good. You do have some nice shading on those as well. And here we have Gohan compared to some non-SH Figuarts figures. So we got Figma, Zenitsu, and Inosuke from Demon Slayer. If you wanted to do like a crossover toy photography shoot or something, or if you wanted to display these guys together, you can see how they compare in terms of size. I think they look pretty cool together. Overall, I do think this is a great release. I might be a little bit biased here because this is my favourite version of Gohan as we see him in the Cell Saga, but I think that's the same for a lot of people. Prior to the Cell Saga, we were seeing all these sort of small glimpses of Gohan's true power and how powerful he could become, and he had such great potential, which all came to fruition in his fight against Cell, which we then see him powering up against Cell in his Super Saiyan form, which shocked all the other Z fighters, and sure his power level surpassed Goku at that time as well. And obviously later on in the fight, we then see Gohan unlock his Super Saiyan 2 form, which I'm pretty sure we will see that version of Gohan at some point. His battle damage key, I think that would be a great figure to have in the collection. But for now, we do have this version of Gohan, which I think is a good release. I do like the faceplates that we get. I love that we got the cloth cape as well, which is a really nice addition. Previously, we'd only seen plastic capes, whereas with the cloth, you definitely have a lot more options for how you want to display Gohan and how you want his cape to be positioned. I do like the inclusion of the additional hair sculpt that we've been getting with these releases for a while now, I believe. Definitely adds more expression to the figure and really helps with more dynamic poses if you want him powering up, using an attack, maybe using one of his beam attacks, like his Masenko or Kamehameha. I also like that we got this battle damaged face sculpt with his look just before he transforms into his Super Saiyan 2 form. Well, before he starts transforming, when he sees 16's head get crushed by Cell. I have to say it'll look a lot better on a battle damaged body, which we'll definitely see with Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. So I'm just hoping that the heads will be interchangeable. I'm sure they'll probably use the same body, so I'd imagine that they would definitely be. But you never know. We'll have to wait and see when that figure gets released. And I'm still waiting for them to release a future Gohan. I think that'll be the ultimate figure to have for the Cell Saga. But overall, I think this Gohan is definitely one to have. Thank you for watching.